For today's challenge, I'll be attempting to get the Tekken 8 Platinum in under 8 hours. After getting cooked on my last Tekken video, it's only fair that I made a return to clear my name and gain the respect of the Tekken community. Tekken 8's Platinum is rated a 2 out of 10, requires 1 playthrough, and is estimated to take anywhere between 6 to 10 hours for the Platinum trophy. So as you may know, I'm not the best at fighting games, and I went into this challenge completely blind and quite frankly unprepared. Fighting games aren't my strongest area, and I tend to only play Dragon Ball Z games occasionally due to me being a fan of the franchise. In short, I'm a big dum-dum that likes to shoot things. Skibbity Riz, Peter Griffin, Fortnite. Huh? Is that right? Is that what the kids are saying now?
What?
The rules of this challenge are quite simple, thankfully. From the first trophy pop, I would then have 8 hours to get the Platinum trophy. First trophy pop, everybody. We're starting the timer now. So that is for finishing chapter 1. So the timer has now started, and we're going to see if we can get the Platinum in 8 hours. So let's do this. If I failed to get the Platinum trophy within the live stream, I would then give away a channel membership to 1 lucky subscriber. Of course, this is a little plug that I do stream all of the games that I play that you're watching right now on YouTube. That boss took a lot of... Thank you to all of the members of the channel. I really do appreciate your support, and the entire live stream is members only if you'd like to watch this challenge back in full. In terms of the roadmap for getting the trophies, I didn't really have one in mind, but I was keen to learn from my previous mistakes on the Tekken 7 video by not starting on the online trophies, as I got absolutely battered last time, and rightfully so. So this time, I thought it made sense to start with the story and get a feel for the game. Over the course of me playing the story mode, there will be chapter specific trophies and a couple of missables related to chapter 10 and 15. I'll cover these when I get to them. And of course, by playing the story mode, I'll be earning general trophies as well by completing combination. So after finishing up the first mission, we were awarded our first trophy and the countdown officially started. A few moments later, we then achieved What a Rush for performing 5 heat bursts, and the trophy rush continued, earning trophies for triggering 10 tornadoes, which is a type of move where you hit an enemy in the air. No idea what that was for, but it was let's go. Alongside dealing a 70+ damage air combo, which I have no idea how I did any of this. I continued blitzing through the story mode, which I must comment and say on how visually good this game looks, not only the cutscenes but the actual fighting itself and the stadium like arena maps. By progressing the story some more, we then got another trophy for completing chapter 7 and also healing a total of 500 health during a fight. As I continued to make my way through the story, the following trophies for completing 10 heat dashes. You think you can stop me? Can you stop me, everybody?
Can you?
Activating heat 5 times with heat engages, no idea what that was, and also dealing 1000 damage while in raid mode. I then collected the missable trophy in chapter 10, which is for achieving a 30 hit chain during Operation Rebellion, and getting this trophy first time was essential for the challenge as I did not want to go back later and repeat this mission for the trophy. As I made my way into chapter 12, I performed 20 heat smashes for the retrospective trophies. And then lastly, we came up to chapter 15 to conclude the story. And there are one of 2 endings here. Firstly, I got the good ending because I'm so good at the game and I got the optimal route by winning.
Winning. I'm by winning. Oops. Winning.
I'll come back a little bit later to touch on the other secret ending and how I got that trophy later. By completing the story, I also earned a total of 10 million Gs. Money. And this took us around 1 hour and 18 minutes to complete. I assumed the story would be one of the quicker areas of the Platinum journey based on my experiences from Tekken 7, and if Tekken 7 was anything to go by, then there's definitely some grindier sections to come. Now that I was acquainted with the combat system, it seemed only fair to jump online and test my skills. For this section, I had a little bit of help from fellow YouTuber John Callum. Be sure to check him out once you're finished here if you're not subscribed already. He also makes trophy and challenge related content. After loading into the online lobby and having a little bit of trouble setting up, we finally worked out how to load into a game together, and then we attempted the following online trophies: win a player match, win a group match, win a ranked match, and also play 10 online games in total. First up, we earned the player match trophy alongside getting perfect victories. As part of the 10 total games, we attempted some miscellaneous trophies to make the most of our time. After far far too long, we reached the lowest area of the Ortis farm stage for a trophy, which took me a painfully long time to work out how to do the relevant moves to break the floor and also the balcony to get to this area on the map. And the same things can be done for performing a wall bound and floor blast for 2 trophies as well. With some of the player matches out of the way, we moved into the online lounge, which acts as a hub area where you can meet up with friends.
My guy looks so fucking stupid.
Myself and John took the character creation very seriously, both opting for the randomized person they give you.
Hello, handsome lady.
Oh my word, you look...
That's what I mean. That was my default character. It's like, Jesus Christ.
You
look at mind.
Yeah, literally. Bruh. Oh look, do you want to borrow my blazer? You'd be matching then.
You've got drip. Yeah.
Me and Megamind headed over to the arcade area to complete a group match for a trophy. Please don't tell my father. Whoops. Sorry, Daddy.
But daddy is a state of mind, you know what I'm saying? I'm your daddy.
And once that was complete, we both needed to win a ranked match alongside finishing off the remaining online games. We loaded into ranked and we are unsure if we would find each other at first, and after some time of the game searching and doing the relevant matchmaking, we did match up. For the first fight of this ranked game, we decided to host our own YouTube boxing event to see who was ultimately the better fighter and YouTuber. John started well, annihilating me in the first round, but after some hard graft and extreme button mashing, I was able to pull one back to take a 2-1 lead. In fairness, I thought I won here, but it turns out that you actually need to win 3, which wasn't a problem for me as I went perfect in the final round to claim my title and ultimately the trophy.
You absolutely annihilate me.
Just relax, you can do it. GG's. And then we had a rematch for John's benefit to get the ranked trophy for him, and then by doing so, that was our 10 online matches completed for the trophy as well. Once again, thank you to John for helping out with this online section, and his channel links will be down in the description. After finishing the online trophies, the timer was sitting at around 2 hours out of the 8, meaning it took around 40 minutes to complete this section. With what I thought was one of the hardest sections out of the way, I moved on to the character episode trophies. In order to get these trophies, you need to win 5 fights with a character, and then once you've completed those 5 fights, you unlock a nice cutscene building up the character and ultimately completing their episode. You need to complete 10 episodes in total, and each fight has 3 rounds. If we do some quick maths here, that means there was a total of 150 rounds which needed to be completed, assuming I didn't mess up. GameRamp predicts this section can take anywhere between 2 to 3 hours to complete, which doesn't really leave too much time for the other grindy and time-consuming trophies later on. I was quite worried I may not be able to finish this challenge, so I got to work within this section, and I let my chat decide what characters I used. For the interest of time, as it is pretty boring here, I'll just show the last character, and this character request from chat was Victor, because apparently he was easy AF to use, and I quote, is also French. What does French have to do with it? Shout out to my French subscribers there. This section of the journey saw us earn 2 trophies, 1 for finishing 5 and then also 10 character episodes. In terms of the timer, we completed this ahead of schedule, but we were now over 2 hours deep into this challenge, with time quickly passing. The next section I decided to tackle was the arcade quest mode, which is a new mode that utilizes your little character and you travel from arcade to arcade on the map to fight new opponents and also rank up. There are trophies here for winning tournaments and also ranking up to the rank of Vanquisher. From previous experience on Tekken 7, the ranking up can be quite brutal as the opponent's difficulty level increases, assuming you opt to do this on single player and not ranked games online. It made the most sense to run through this arcade story mode as we also leveled up our ranks as a result. I'll be honest, Tekken 8 seems to be a lot easier and user friendly than Tekken 7. I'm not saying that Tekken 7 was hard, and it definitely wasn't a bad game, but I'd say overall Tekken 8 is just an improvement, which it should be. And it took me around 1 hour to finish this mode and also gain the relevant promotions.
That tastes like promotion!
You do get trophies for completing some of the other promotion ranks that you get, but Vanquisher was the last one that we needed. I did cut a few of these battles quite fine, so much so that I achieved a great victory for a trophy, which is basically getting a win when you have next to no health, which was actually quite common in some of these harder fights towards the end. With this finished, I moved on to the ghost related trophies. Ghosts are basically mirror copies of you that then get populated for other people to fight, I believe, some being better than others. Yeah, sit down. It took me a moment to work out how this worked, but I got a trophy for defeating my own ghost, and it turns out that I'm actually quite a skilled player. I feel bad for defeating my own creation, but there we go. The fist reveal the fighter, fought against my own ghost. Nice. I then needed to defeat another player's ghost, which is different to fighting CPU ghosts. For some reason, I just assumed they were all the same thing, but they weren't. So in order to defeat another player's ghost, I headed back into the online lounge, and sadly, there was no Megamind to greet me. And the server looked pretty empty, with no sight of me actually being able to achieve this trophy, as you need to find another online player in the lobby. This is not good, actually. Are these people? No. I need to find online players.
Now I'm panicking. I'm gonna lose my job.
Aha, come here, wait. Ghost match. Oh, that could have been bad. That could have been very bad for getting the trophy if there was nobody in the lobby. Thankfully there is. After some searching in the arcade, I finally found a player hiding in the corner. I was able to fight their ghost and get the trophy. I then went back into the grind of fighting 10 CPU ghosts for another trophy, and some fights were easier than others, but some definitely did put me in a spin cycle. I never thought this would have been the more difficult, like, off. Like, this is the hardest part. Oh, I've messed this up as well. Oh, off. I did not know how I did that. A win is a win.
A win is a win. I don't care.
Once that was out of the way, I needed to fight Hardada Tekken, which is the hardest ghost in the game, I believe. Hopefully we can get this hit. Oh, you... And this is unlocked after completed the previous arcade mode mentioned a few moments ago. At the time of playing, I knew that there would be some kind of lore behind this, but I didn't actually know it at the time. So after beating him and earning the Godfather trophy, it was quite fitting, as he is the Godfather of Tekken. There was one last arcade mode to complete called Arcade Battle, which was mostly okay to run through until I got to the final stage and the boss just absolutely destroyed me. Damn. No. Let's not get put in a spin cycle. Let's not get put in a spin cycle. No. You're f***ing kidding me. You're actually f***ing kidding me. No f***ing way.
And your mother! All your mothers!
It took me about 15 minutes for me to complete the entire arcade battle, which isn't that bad, and then we got our trophy. Combining all of the arcade and ghost trophies, it took me over 3 hours to complete these, which means we were into the scary hours of this challenge with 5 hours and 15 minutes on the clock, leaving over 2 hours to finish this challenge with a bunch of miscellaneous trophies to complete, which I had no idea how to even do these, as they are related to performing specific moves and combinations in the practice mode, and of course we need to go back into chapter 15 and replay the level again for the secret ending. But there was something really important that I needed to do first. Now, this isn't actually a sponsored section. However, I need to do some Duolingo. We can see Duo's angry at me, so we're gonna do some Duolingo very quickly, everybody.
Matteo è simpatico e mi piace passeggiare con lui.
Easy!
Every day? That's dedication.
There we go, that's Duolingo done. I got right to work on the hard floor break, hard wall break and wall blast trophies, which took some time to set up using the right characters, the right map, and also struggling to line up the CPU in the right position, but we got there in the end. It took me around 15 minutes and I popped those 3 trophies. I then headed into Tekken Ball, which is a throwback mode from some of the older games, and it's pretty cool to be fair. You just play beach ball while also being able to fight. It's pretty interesting and an enjoyable mode, but of course I was here for only one reason. I needed to perform 20 devilish hits, which I was pretty confused on how to do, but it turns out you just need to hit R1 while hitting the ball to achieve this. Luckily you can restart the game as well to speed this trophy up, so you only get 2 chances per round to use the ability. All in all, it took me around 6 minutes to complete this trophy. After the stress of working out some of the combinations, I thought it would be a good idea to jump back into replaying chapter 15 for the secret ending and the trophy. I won't lie, this being a secret ending really is a secret, as basically you need to throw the fight, but there were multiple stages to the fight and it wasn't very clear on the guide I was reading what areas you needed to fail. So So this took me around 20 minutes to complete, as I had to keep restarting sections as I was throwing the wrong part of the fight. Make sure in this area not to press any prompts for the quick time events, and I think the 5th fight is the one that you need to lose. Everybody is all charged up with this Super Saiyan-like aura. Sadly, this was the bad ending, but we did achieve the Gold Despair trophy. We were approaching the 6-hour mark of this challenge, and I saved the most logical trophies for last, the practice mode. I needed to complete the following trophies within the next 2 hours, or I was at risk of losing the challenge. I needed to deal a whopping 2,000 damage, complete 5 combo challenges, and also practice with the tips on in replays and tips. This should be easy, right? How can I not do this? Why is this so confusing? For f***'s sake. And as you can see, I'm not the best at Tekken, and my luck-based button mashing from previous fights had come to an end. Is that it? No, we just done a magical combo, but that wasn't it. Nice. I really needed to learn and understand the different combinations to achieve this trophy. Count it, square, triangle. Okay, maybe I can't do it. It was suggested by chat that if I changed characters and used other people's combo challenges, they may be slightly easier to get the 5. While they were easier, I still struggled for some time, but we got there in the end after about 10 minutes or so. Alright, oh there we go. Do you want to learn martial arts? Those combat challenges, honestly, were just far too difficult for my tiny pea brain. Next up was quite a confusing trophy and required you to watch a replay of a previous fight you have been in and then use the tip menu to practice the skill move that was used. The problem being, I didn't really use any fancy skills to my knowledge without having to surf through every single fight I had completed, watch them all, and hope that there was a button prompt that came on screen. This trophy was taking quite some time to figure out, firstly how to use this silly little system, and also trying to find a fight with the correct prompt. I did, however, know somebody that was quite handy with using skills and putting together some good combinations.
Those sounds are wild that he's making. Also, you've got me here.
I don't know, mate. I thought I had you in the first one, and then you just out of nowhere put me into a cycle. This is a battle of the ages, this. Have a flower. I went all the way back to my fights with John from earlier in the hopes that he did a combination that would trigger on screen for me to practice. And just like magic, thank you very much John, the prompt came on the screen and then I could finally get the trophy for this. Thank you John for using a combo when you obliterated me in that round of that fight. With 6 hours and 14 minutes on the clock, I was at 45 out of 47 trophies achieved, and I needed one more to conclude this challenge. And this by far was the hardest trophy of them all. I was really doubting if my ability was even good enough to complete this, and I barely mustered up the courage to take on this difficult challenge. I needed to save a custom character. Hey! Got him! I did take my time for this character creation, and I took around 7 minutes to do so, as I really wanted to make a cool looking character. And this was the last trophy that got me the Tekken 8 Platinum, and this was achieved in under 8 hours. This also earned me a very nice spot on the PlayStation Profiles leaderboard as the 23rd fastest achiever, which is pretty cool, as I think this is my first time being on any of the leaderboards. Can you get the Tekken Platinum in under 8 hours, or can you get the Tekken Platinum in 8 hours? Absolutely, yes you can. We've done it. I was also in a good mood at the end of the stream because I finished 2 hours early, so I decided to give away a channel membership anyway, just because. Congratulations, World Eater. You have got the membership of the channel. I don't know if you're in the live stream, but I know you've been pretty active recently, so congratulations on that. I do stream on YouTube every single week, so make sure you are tuning into my future live streams, as you may just win a membership yourself. If you enjoyed this Platinum Challenge video, be sure to let me know down below, and of course I would love to hear your suggestions of what you would want me to attempt next. Thank you to all of my channel members for your support, it means the world. You'll have a members only exclusive video dropping very, very soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Stay safe everyone, and I'll catch you on the next one.